All right, Dusty, time now for our prime match of the week involving a big but agile man by the name of the Man of Question.
Well, you talk about trick or treat. The Moon Match of the Week, always the most important thing on WCW. And if I got a surprise for you today, I've hired the goblin of all goblins, the Goobly Goblin. I mean, I'm talking about Goblin Man himself. Get up here now, Goblin. Get over here in the middle. And now listen to this. This is the Moon Match. The fans are waiting for the big move every week. All the Cowboy fans out there. So, Goblin, straighten up and fly right. Give me the move right out of your lips. That's pretty good, ain't it? This is Prime Cut.
Yeah, but the problem is we still get a little bit more time to fill, so what are we going to do?
Come back here, Goblin. Come back over here. All right, fans, as I promised, a double move for me and the Goblin. 1, 2, 3.
All right, Dusty, as you said, we are ready for the move match.
Well, I tell you what, it's a really good new look at some new guy that calls himself the Man of Question. And right off the bat, I tell you one thing, I passed him in the hall. He is huge, big, but very, very weird. But weird is the state of Halloween Havoc, my friend, of what's going on here with the Dungeon of Doom. He looks like one of them guys that come out to Dungeon of Doom.
In fact, he looks like he'd fit right in there with a Shark and Kamala and Zodiac. He's the Man of Question because there is some question as to his sanity. He'll be laughing hysterically one moment. There's Barry Houston. And then the next moment, attacking his opponent viciously. So it is our first look at the Man of Question. See what he just did?
Yes.
This guy's nuts. He's a psycho.
I tell you what, Barry Houston, go to give him a test. Because Barry Houston, can go. I guarantee you he's one of these young kids that are really trying hard and making improvement all the time. And this guy here, we're going to see right now about the Man in Question, of Question, if you will, in public, right here on WCW Prime Moon Match. Getting ready for Halloween Havoc only on pay-per-view.
Yes, don't miss it. Sunday, October 29th. Never too soon to call your cable company. Don't get caught up in that last-minute rush of candy buying and costume buying and face painting. Get ready for Halloween Havoc, machine against machine. Barry Houston with some shots to the abdomen and nothing at all. Not gonna happen. Now the whip on Houston. Wow. You are right, Dusty. This Man of Question is absolutely massive.
Well, he is big, and he took some blows there from Barry Houston, and he really laid out some blows on Houston. He's got him really groggy right from the get-go right here. Doesn't seem to get in a hurry, really trying to take a hardcore look at him, but seems to know what he's doing, knows his way around, and he's already made comments about the Macho Man Randy Savage. I mean, destroying destruction is what he wants to do. But the Man of Question is answering the question today. Can he do it? And we're seeing it right here against Barry Houston.
Savage is going to have a tough enough time at Halloween Havoc against Kamala.
Just play full, if you will.
And if he does get by Kamala and Lex Luger gets by Meng, then it will be Savage against Luger at Havoc. A snapmare. So Savage has got to face the challenge of Lex Luger and of this Man of Question. What gripe does the Man of Question have with Randy Savage? People, they enter World Championship Wrestling and they see the big guns and they go for him. Is that it?
Well, it's an old, we used to call it the new gunfighter would come in town. And they would walk into Florida, wherever I was, and they would be a new young gunfighter, a new old gunfighter, thought he had a new game plan. And from our history of life is men are tested. When you're on top, you are tested by people that want to get to that plateau. And that might be the question that the man will answer, the Man of Question, that is, questions be answered later on by the Man of Question. Is that right?
I have no idea. Oh, man! As big as he is, a spinning reverse kick. As if he were not a big enough threat before, this kook, this nutcase, has done a spinning reverse kick and has stunned this crowd.
Well, very agile. We see that. We see the strength, see the power, see the movement. Very agile. And I tell you what, very impressive right here on WCW Prime. Very impressive.
I got to tell you, Dusty, a lot of folks, as we look around, are still saying, did we just see what we just saw?
Well, if they didn't, they heard it because you done talked about it 3 or 4 different times, and you need to get off of it and go on to something else. I mean, we all seen it, we all heard it, we all saw it,
Let's see it on slow motion instant replay right now.
No, please don't give me that. If whatever the outcome of this thing is, Barry Houston could roll this guy up in a minute. Then we'll see it.
Now the whip on Houston, who is essentially acting as a punching bag. You know, you started the match off saying how much Houston has improved, but I guess this is going to be one of those matches where all he does is learn.
Yeah, you say that, you know, because he has no power in his punches. This guy, well, a little bit right there. He needs to really crank up. Can't get no offense going.
Now the reversal of the whip. Oh, man. The Beal out of the corner, the high hip lock takeover.
There you go. Now he's coming. There you go, Barry.
Look at the thickness of the man of question. A right there that rocks Barry Houston. Now the man of question with a whip on Houston. Oh, a high press slam. Houston about 230 pounds.
Very powerful. Wow. What power this guy's got. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
He has a lot of power. Did you see that kick he did a while ago? Wow. And look at this right here, Chris.
You know I agree with everything you say. Look out. I am stunned. What perfect execution on that move. The move in a whip and kind of a loop in the form almost of a question mark.
Yeah, when you're almost 300 pounds, all 300 pounds, and you do something like that, that is impressive. And he, what? Huh? What is it, boy? Speak up! I'm going to guarantee you one thing, he has to be reckoned with, and the Macho Man Randy Savage, if he's watching this thing, and I'm sure he watches it all because his plate is full, this guy looks good.
He just asked, what's the question? If there has to be an interview conducted with this guy, I'm getting nowhere near him. That's your task. Let's take a look at it again, Dusty.
Well, right here you see the man in question has answered a lot of questions for us right here on the Prime. Can he do it? Can he step up to the plate? Or is he all talk? He is so big, so agile. Great movement, great lateral movement. And right here you see him flying like the flying Belindas. Hooks him up, gets a 1, 2, 3. Right here on WCW. Prime Christopher.
Well, a week it's been, and coming up in a moment, we'll have word about next week and more about Halloween Havoc. So don't go away. All right, fans, that's going to wrap it up for this week's Halloween edition of WCW Prime. And Dusty, can I talk to Dusty for a minute?
Yes, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. What a WCW Prime we had. We had goblins. We had geeks. We had goofs. We had every part of news of WCW right here today. The American Dream and Christopher Cruz. And we had the Move Match of the Week. And what a Halloween Havoc. Everybody have a safe Halloween Havoc. And it was like, you know what? Why the skeleton did cross the road? Because he didn't have no guts. Yeah. Is that good? That's good.
That's Halloween. Yes, Halloween Havoc, Sunday night, October 29th, live on pay-per-view. Make sure you are a part of all the action. It is Sumo Monster Trucks against Sumo Monster Trucks. Hulk Hogan and the Giant face off for the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm Chris Cruz. We'll see you next week right here on the Prime.